Hello there. Oh, I am the founder of the team in Oakland. Oh yes, Oakland. What is their team name again? The Oakland A's. Ah! Hey guys, and welcome to episode 2 of How Sports Work. And today we are diving into baseball, a popular sport not only in the US, but Cuba, Japan, Canada, and Mexico. If you have heard Take Me Out to the Ball Game, seen The Sandlot, or know about the A's, then you have heard about the MLB, the primary baseball league in the USA. But how does it work? Let's go up to the plate and hit this out of the park. Each game of baseball is split up into 9 innings. Each inning has each team batting / on offense or fielding / on defense. Once the batting team gets 3 outs, the team switch roles. Once the other team gets 3 outs, it moves on to the next inning. At the start of every inning, there's an at-bat or turn for someone to hit the ball. The pitcher will throw the ball towards the batter, in which the batter can swing or not swing. If they don't swing, it can still be a strike. The strike zone is an imaginary box, though you'll usually see it on TV, in where if the pitcher throws there, no matter if the batter swings or not, it is a strike. The strike zone is in the most optimal hitting spot, however, so high risk, high reward. If they don't swing and the pitcher throws the ball outside of the strike zone, however, it is a ball. If they swing but miss, it is a strike. 3 strikes and you're out. If they swing and hit it, but someone catches it, then it is an out. But if no one catches it, then the batter runs around the bases without trying to get tagged. If you get tagged, you're out. You cannot get tagged when you're on the bases, and only one person can be on a base at a time. And there are 3 bases, numbered first, second, and third, in the order you need to hit them to go back to home plate. Once the person stops running and stays at base, then the next at-bat happens. The person that is at a base stays, and once the batter hits the ball, they can run, even if the fielder catches it. Another way you can get an out is if the baseman has the ball and steps on the base you have to run to. For example, if you're on first base and the batter hits it and no one catches it, the second baseman can get you out if they get the ball and step on second base before you get there. This also applies to the batter if the first baseman gets to the base before the batter does with the ball. On screen, there's a scoreboard. It looks like this. First, these are the teams. In this case, the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. As you can see, each team has a letter abbreviation. As New York is NYY, New York City has 2 teams, so the New York Yankees would get NYY, and Tampa Bay is TB. Over here is the score. More runs is good in this sport, and right here tells you who is pitching and batting. This tells you what bases have people on it, filling in if there is someone on base. This is first base, this one is second base, and this one is third base. This number represents what inning it is, and the arrow represents if it is the top or the bottom of the inning. The top / bottom is just what team is batting. Away team is the top, and home team is the bottom. These numbers over here represent balls and strikes, with the first number being balls and the second number representing strikes. And these dots represent outs. There are only 2 dots because once you get your third out, you switch fielding and batting. Note that there is no time limit for the whole game. That's not all to the main gameplay. Some terminology you might want to know. A walk, where a batter gets a free pass to first base. This is caused by 4 balls or if a batter gets hit by the pitcher's throw. This also lets anyone already on the bases to move up 1 base. A foul ball, where the batter hits the ball, but it goes behind the plate or outside first and third base. This causes a strike, but it cannot strike you out. Fielders can also catch foul balls for an out. A leadoff, where a player goes off of the base and gets a head start before the next person bats. The fielders can still get you out, however, if you're not on base. Stealing a base, where you run to another base and try to be safe. Again, you can still be out, and note that the pitcher, the person who will have the ball most likely, are close-ish to the bases, along with the baseman near all 3 bases too. If you make it through, you just got yourself ahead another base. You score by completing a run. This is where you get back to home plate after touching all 3 bases in order, while staying safe. A new component introduced in the 2023 season is the pitch clock. each batter has 30 seconds to get to the plate and be ready to play. This starts when the last batter has finished running. The pitcher has 15 seconds to throw the ball if the bases are empty, and 20 seconds to throw the ball if there are people on bases. This starts when they receive the ball. And finally, a home run. This is where the batter hits the ball outside of the back wall without it being a foul. They then get to run around the bases for a run, along with anyone else on base. Overtime is simple in this sport. You just keep on adding innings until at the end of an inning, a team has more points. The MLB is made up of two leagues, the American League, or AL, and the National League, or NL. Each of those is made up of three divisions, East, Central, and West. Each of those divisions have 5 teams. MLB teams have a lot of games, 162 to be exact, in a singular season. Note. That means that each team plays a series, or number of games, against every other team. First, they play each team in their division 13 times. Next, they play each team not in their division, but in their league 8 or 9 times, depending on the season. Finally, they play each team in the other league 3 or 4 times, again, depending on the season. The MLB playoffs work like this. The winner of the 3 divisions in a league takes seeds 1 through 3. So in this example, it is the Guardians, the Orioles, and the Rangers. Seeds 4 through 6 are wildcard teams, or the teams that have the best win-loss records without already being in the playoffs. In this example, it is the Yankees, the Blue Jays, and the Angels. Note that wildcard teams can be from the same division, so a division can have 2 or even all 3 wildcard teams. Seeding is determined by a win-loss record, so the number 2 seed Orioles have a better win-loss record than the number 3 seed Rangers. The first and second seeds don't have to play in the wildcard rounds or the first rounds. The wildcard rounds are a series of 3 games, and the higher seed gets the extra home game. Let's take the Blue Jays and the Angels to move on to the division series. This time it is 5 games. Higher seed gets 3 home games, and lower seed gets 2. Let's take the Orioles and the Blue Jays going into the championship series, where the Orioles will play 4 home games and the Blue Jays will play 3 home games for a total of 7 games. And the Orioles win and go to the World Series, the championship of the MLB, to play 7 games, 3 or 4 home, depending on the record. And that's the MLB. Some of its complex rules, it's really not too complicated of a game. And as long as you don't watch the Oakland A's, you will have a fun time watching. There's more to the sport, like hating the Oakland A's. That's all I have for now, because I hate the Oakland A's. So yeah, whatever you do, don't watch the stupid Oakland A's!